Welcome to the Film Garage 208 podcast. My name is Sarah and this is Daniel.
Hello.
Hello. Today we have Aubrey with us.
Hi.
Hello. But before we get into that, we're gonna...
Welcome back.
Yeah.
We've been gone for like 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, we haven't released a podcast in maybe 3 or 4 weeks now.
Our last one was Basil and Bloom because we've been opening our new studio right behind us. We have the next garage door next to us open, the Muse, which is available for rent now. So that kind of took like all of our life for the last 3 weeks. So.
Yes, we got access to the space and we were like, okay, now it's time to go into construction mode. And we were there till midnight, 3 a.m., many mornings, every day
So
for like the 3 weeks.
Our landlord would be nice and give us like a little bit of time to move in before paying rent. And he was like, no.
He's like, you need to
I
do
need
it
that
now.
money now. So it was like, all right, time to get this thing open.
Right. Well, first he was going to give us the space a little bit sooner, and then he was going to give us half the month rent free, which was going to be really nice. Like, we'll take whatever we can get at this rate.
Yeah.
And then something happened.
We pissed him off somehow.
No. That's not what happened.
No.
But then he needed the space longer, and so then the date got moved, and so then that deal kind of just disappeared.
Well, that's annoying.
But
I know, right?
we do what we can do. So that meant working our asses off. But it's done.
Yeah.
It's mostly done. The entryway needs a little love.
It looks good from what I saw on Instagram.
Yeah, we'll have to take you through it after
It looks
this. It's
good.
really pretty.
Yeah.
It's really pretty.
Yeah, so that's available for rent now, $50 an hour. Or we have our creator pass, which we have 8 spots left because we're only letting 10 people do it, so it doesn't get overcrowded. But there's 8 spots left for $125 a month. You can go in there an hour every single day.
Yeah,
That's
we've been
nice.
thinking about it for a while. We were like, we want to make like a film crew creator pass, because that's one of our biggest, not complaints, is that people want to just get in the space more. Like, because I get it. Like, it's expensive. It adds up. It totally does. And just having more accessibility to be in here and practice more often, and
Yeah, no,
you
for
know,
sure.
and like benefit your business too. There's just so many ways to use it. So we were like, time for a creator pass.
Yeah, and a lot of people get burnt out because they just try to do like big shoots, like a bunch of mini sessions in a day or something, which is nice to make money in a day and be done. But you can also get burnt out, and like it's nice to have a place to practice. So like doing the creator pass,
And I
you
think
can just
that's
go in
kind
anytime.
of, I've heard a lot of people complaining about like, people do those mini sessions where they are like, I'm going to be at the studio for like 3 hours this day, like book your time. You've seen those, right?
Yeah.
They do
The
a lot
odds of
around
getting
here.
everyone available that day are so low.
But then like
no,
the
for sure.
times are really tight. Like people, I've heard a lot of people have like tried to do that in our spaces,
But it
and they'll
makes
talk
sense.
about not getting the spots filled.
Yeah.
So like it's hard to get all these people to want to do it at this one time, and like that's hard.
So now you can just have like a client a day if you wanted it.
That's
like,
super nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah.
So that's our little rant about
anyway,
ourselves. That's why we've been gone. So now we're back.
Yeah. So fun things that have happened, some really cool things.
Yeah.
But we have Aubrey here with us.
This is why we're really here today.
Yeah, we're podcasting. That's what this podcast is about. Is we talk with local business owners here in East Idaho.
About their business and their life. More about their life.
Yes.
We care more about you. Your
Yes,
business
yes.
is cool too, but
No, for sure.
That's
for
where
sure.
things have kind of evolved definitely since we started the podcast, is that it was more like kind of stuffier questions, like
Yes.
business, but like you want to know about the people.
No, for sure. So you know who you're
Humanize them a
booking
little
with.
bit.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then sometimes people who you like maybe are like intimidated by or like inspired by, or like you learn a lot more. Like,
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Anyway,
for sure.
someone else to be inspired by. Aubrey, Be Bright Beauty LLC.
Yes.
So you
Perfect.
do aesthetics. You do a lot of things.
So I'm an esthetician.
Yeah.
I do teeth whitening and spray tanning.
Okay.
And I became a phlebotomist recently. I work at Revive Aesthetics for like the phlebotomy and the aesthetics. So it's pretty fun.
Give us a
And phlebotomy.
breakdown of literally what you do.
Okay. So there's like facials, lasers, there's different types of lasers, waxing, eyebrows, eyelashes. I don't do eyelashes that much because I'm not patient enough for that, and I'm too shaky. But
Yeah.
that
Hours of
seems
time
hard.
to sit there.
yeah, no,
In someone's face.
you're like so close to their face.
no.
Do they look you in the eyes ever? or
No,
does
their
they-
eyes are closed.
Oh, they just.
Well,
I think that's why they
sometimes-
tape them closed.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
that's nice.
Well, sometimes I'll be doing a facial and they'll just like look up, and I'm like, no, keep them closed, please.
I've had that talk with my barber about like when he cuts my mustache. 'Cause
Yeah.
He gets to get eye
He's
level.
like,
Yeah,
so
and you're
it's
like, just close your eyes. It's like when you're at the dentist and you see him looking at you, and you're just like,
I don't know where to look right now. Is it weird if I close my eyes?
It's like you're hiding under a blanket. Like, you're
What's
like,
the etiquette?
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's really funny.
Keeping your eyes closed.
Yeah.
So you have mentioned you work at the spa, and then you also have your own location that you do services at as well, right?
Yeah.
That's what's going on.
So there's a little room in my parents' house I do it out of. And that's where I do like the waxing, spray tanning, and teeth whitening.
Okay.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
How big is the room?
Not that big, but like it's enough to fit 2 chairs in a tent.
Okay. For
all the
some
room.
spray tanning, right?
Yes, yes.
Uh-huh. And that's a quick
there's
in and
enough room.
out kind of service.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. 30 minutes, 35 minutes.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
wait,
super
so what
fast.
got you into all of this? What's your background?
So Poppy Teeth Whitening, Chloe Royce. I used to get my teeth whitened by her, and I just was like, she is the cutest, happiest person ever. And then I found out she was doing the...
Is that like another local business here?
Yeah, she's in
Okay.
Rexburg.
Okay.
I found out she was doing training, and I was like, oh, I totally want to do that. And it was my summer before senior year of high school. And so I did it. And I think I was like, I don't know if I still am, but at the time I was like the youngest one she trained. So I felt pretty cool doing that.
Yeah, no, that's really young to be interested in that. That's really cool.
Yeah. And then I did spray tanning. I got certified like a year ago from the Sun Gun.
Right,
or,
right.
Okay.
or Stupid Happy. I don't...
From Tisha.
Yes, Tisha. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
No, for sure.
Okay, right, okay.
Cool.
So you've just been going through all the certifications and just...
Yeah.
So you have a lot of things you like to do.
I don't get bored, but like I'm like, I should try this. I
Can
should
you
try
do
this.
any of that without the certifications?
Like
Like technically?
not aesthetics, but I'm sure if someone wanted to buy some spray tan stuff, they could. But I would have.
That's just cool at a young
Yeah.
age that you were motivated to find someone to certify you legit.
Or like a
and-
literal mentor to
Well,
get
yeah.
this information from
Well,
to
it was
just
nice
direct you to it.
to have someone like take me seriously.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I think a lot of small business owners around here, because I feel like they're kind of all the same age around me, like 20, 22, stuff like that.
Interesting. Okay.
Can relate to being like thinking we're not capable of running a business.
Okay.
Or like,
talked down to
yes,
maybe.
no, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was nice that Chloe was like, oh, you're 17? That doesn't matter. So
For sure.
yeah.
Like your skills are what matter.
Yes.
It's so funny. We were just talking about that the other day. I was like, am I looking old now?
No. Oh
Well,
my
it's funny because
gosh.
people get older, but they don't like grow wiser always. So it's like just because you're older doesn't mean you can like talk down to me because it's like
But that's
No,
where,
for sure.
so
Yeah.
I remember, so we were managers. Well, I was a manager in retail and I was like 22 and I was a store manager. And I remember feeling that way. Like
Yeah.
people like wouldn't take me seriously and customers would come in and like kind of not take me
Oh, no, for
seriously.
sure.
And
Yeah.
so it was funny just now where I'm like, when did the switch flip?
No, for sure.
I'm like, now I must be old and now people are
No,
taking
you're not. Oh my goodness.
Anyway,
I
the
know,
switch
right? When
just
people start
happens.
calling
It
you
just
sir,
happens.
It's like, whoa.
I'm like, ma'am, excuse me,
Stop it.
I'm not ma'am. Stop.
not ma'am,
You take that back.
from the grocery store.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, no, that's important. That's huge to be taken seriously, and then
Yeah.
you just kept going. So then, did you go to school? Because
So-
for aesthetics, you need.
Yeah. So I went to Paul Mitchell. I started July of 2023. Yes, and I graduated November, December of 2023. So it was pretty
Okay.
fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this like skin aesthetics or like okay?
Yeah. So we learned how to like facials, and it was very like surface level education. Like I didn't realize
Really?
how much I didn't know until I like started working at a med spa, and I was like, whoa, there's a lot more to it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So
Like,
would
they
you
just teach you the
probably
basics.
say, like you as a young person to get more education, would you recommend starting at like a med spa versus like jumping into like on your own?
Yeah,
Or just like for what
Just
you don't
'cause,
know, like you don't know what you don't know?
both. And clientele is hard. I'm still, like, I think all of us are still like,
Sure.
oh, we could have more people. But yeah, because I didn't get taught lasers at school. I got taught by the doctor at the med spa. And so like,
Do they
that
even
was nice
offer
to know.
lasers in school?
No, it's weird.
Yeah.
In Idaho, they don't. But in Utah, you can go to aesthetic school and then master esthetician school.
Oh,
So like I have the knowledge of a master esthetician.
sure.
For
Through your
here.
training.
Yeah, but if I went to Utah, I would have to take more
Sure.
schooling.
Yeah.
Which I have thought about, but I don't have that money right now.
Yeah.
So we will
And what
see.
does that allow you to do? Just more services?
Yeah, so if I went down there, I would only be able to do like basic facials and waxing. I
At
wouldn't-
another med spa.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do lasers, microneedling, chemical peels. Yeah.
Just because of all their like rules and certifications and
Yeah,
interesting.
it is.
Okay.
Which is like a good thing because you want them to be certified.
No,
and
for sure.
know their stuff. But
Yeah, and I don't know why it's not a thing here.
yeah,
We've talked to a lot of people and it seems like there's not a lot
just
of
the
rules.
Wild West. with that.
It's the
And
Wild
definitely
West, too.
Idaho is
They're like, if you want to put that on your skin,
do
go
it.
for it.
No, for sure.
Go for it.
Well, maybe some good motivation to like get that training and bring it back if it's not around here.
I know. I'm like,
Maybe it is. I don't know.
because like I feel like it's slowly kind of incorporating. I feel like Idaho is always the last thing to hop on trends or everything.
Sure. And beauty and aesthetics is like number one right now. And like, I feel like our current
Everyone
generation,
wants to look young.
everyone wants
Yes.
to, like
Yeah.
everyone wants to be young right now. Everyone wants to care about their skin and all that stuff. And so you go on
Yeah.
any reality TV show, or at least the
No, for
Kardashians,
sure.
I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people, like young adults, are figuring out like it doesn't have to just be college. Not that college is bad, but like you can
Can
go
totally
to
be
a
a-
trade or something like that. If you don't need to go to college
Sure.
for what you want to do, like
Totally.
yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
Right, you should absolutely know what you want to do before committing 4 years of your life to it.
and money,
so
tons
much
of money.
right?
No, for sure.
It's like
So,
4 years at your med
money-
spa. How much could you learn? I'm sure. And like, I mean, not that it would take you 4 years to go. To school
I know what you
but-
mean. A lot. I would learn a lot.
So you still do both right now in the house. You do your spray tans, or you have just your other clients, and then
Yeah.
you have med spa clients. Okay.
Yeah, and it's kind of nice because I can like, I don't like have a sign up at Revive, but like if they're like, oh, do you know anyone who does this? They let me be like, oh, I do this. Like,
Like
come
Revive
to me.
doesn't do spray tans, so perfect then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
No,
That's
for
great.
sure.
It's like
Yeah.
such a good lead.
It is. And
Yeah.
they're very nice about it. So I'm grateful
That's cool
for
they
that.
let you do that.
There's a lot of businesses that are like,
Yeah, to be weird about that.
don't mention it. And the old place I
Sure.
worked was kind of like that. But
Yeah.
Revive's been really good with working with me.
So since you
Good.
offer so many different services and you have like different locations and places, how do you market yourself? Or like social media? I feel like that could be hard.
Yeah. So I have my main one. It's just Be Bright Beauty LLC. And I post teeth whitening, spray tanning, like the aesthetic stuff. And I just kind of, I'm like, if you want to book a spray tan, click this link.
Sure.
Or if you want to book at Revive, click the Revive website link.
Gotcha. So you'll promote on there also the services
Yes.
that revive that.
No,
Okay.
for sure.
That makes sense.
And we like collaborate on posts. So it's like
Oh,
connected.
good.
And I get some followers every time because they're like, oh, what's this? So it's nice.
That's nice.
So at
That's
the med
actually
spa,
really cool.
do they pick you when they hire, like when they're picking someone like a barber on a website, or do they just, when a customer comes in, do they just go with anyone?
I
Or like a
think,
massage therapist. You
Yeah,
like
like-
choose
Yeah.
a person.
I think
Yeah.
like if someone has recommendations, they'll go there. But I feel like most of the time people have a pretty open mind.
Sure. Just they're getting the service. They
Yeah.
don't care who's doing
Well,
it.
unless sometimes it's a young person. Back to that.
Okay, yeah, back to that. So have you had someone like freak out on you for being a young
Yes.
person doing a service on them?
So I was doing a clear lift, and
Is that lashes?
no, it's a laser, and it's a
Oh.
pretty standard laser. Like
Okay.
it helps produce collagen, helps fine lines and wrinkles.
Mm-hmm.
But she was like, "Have you done this before?" And I was like, "Yeah, I have." She's like, "How many times?" I was like, "More than I can count. I don't know." And she was like, "Are you qualified?" I was like, "Very." Yes, I am. I promise.
Did she let you do it?
Yeah, but the whole time she was like, "Is that normal?" I was like, "Yes." She had never had one before.
Oh, she never had it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And there's
Like,
this
yeah.
one lady who just won't book with me. Like there's a note. It's like, "Don't book with Aubrey." I'm like, all right, okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
But then
Sassy.
sometimes those people you don't want
Yeah.
them.
Yeah,
It goes
right.
both ways.
No, for sure.
actually.
It's like, I'm cool
You're
with
like,
that.
don't book with
Yeah,
Aubrey.
no, like she was a little intimidating. So
Did you actually do a service on her?
yeah,
Oh.
and she was like, Oh no, not the one who.
Who was the do not book with Aubrey?
Yeah, I didn't do a service on her.
Wait,
She just decided that you are not it.
Yeah,
That's funny.
Well, I've like seen her in passing before, and like, I think she thought I was a receptionist because every time I saw her, I was just like booking appointments at the front desk.
Sure.
And so I walked into the room. She was like, "Oh, it's you," and I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Can I rebook with someone else?" I was like,
Oh.
"Yes, you can."
Wow.
Yeah. So,
Interesting.
it's okay.
Yeah. I guess it's their body, their life, whatever.
But I have a couple people that there's notes. It's like only book with Aubrey. So
Sure.
it's good.
It goes both ways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, for sure.
We all have
Yeah.
those clients and customers in our
Yeah.
lives that it's okay.
And if it's someone who is going to be difficult because you were young, you don't want that.
Yeah, no, for sure. No. And I have like 2 people that come like once a week, and I see them and I love them, and it's great.
Oh, really?
So.
Some regulars?
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Yeah, most people come like once a month, but I have some that come like to do touch-up appointments,
Okay.
and I'm like, I like you guys.
That
Thank
should
you
be
for being
good though.
nice.
Like, do you see a lot of regular clients? Like a lot of them are like monthly active
Yes.
people.
So we have like a membership that's like pay $99 a month. You get to choose a service. So like at Revive, microneedling's usually like $250.
Yeah.
But if you join the membership, it's just $99.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Yeah.
That is a good deal.
It's great.
What
That's
else does
so
that
great.
get you?
There's like just basic facial options that goes towards lasers.
So you choose like one a month, like
Yeah.
one of the things.
Mhm.
Cool.
It's really cool.
Oh
It
my
is cool.
gosh, that's actually really cool.
You get
Yeah.
like
Do they
It's a good-
promote that? I might do that.
It's
Yeah.
a good deal.
No, they do. And it's awesome. And you get like discounted on products, other services that aren't like included in the membership.
Sure.
But like you get
Still a
like,
discount on
yeah,
it.
no, for
No, that's
sure.
a really good deal.
That's a
Mhm.
really good
It's
idea.
awesome. Whenever people come
$100.
in, I'm like, why aren't you doing this?
No,
And-
that's
Because how many
yeah.
people come
Seriously.
in more than once a month?
Some do.
Like, there's probably a lot that just once a month is enough.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, once a month.
Like,
Like,
for
if
the
you're regularly
relaxation.
doing that,
Mm-hmm.
or like maintenance of your skin, I feel like
Oh, yeah.
month to month,
That's great.
you are like on top of the game.
No, you are.
Right?
You are.
Like, when is the last time we've ever been to one? Never. Just kidding.
Right. So that, like, at the med spa, are you allowed to promote things on your own, or like do you get commission if that? Like, how does that work?
So I get paid hourly because I
Okay.
also like I'm doing laundry in the back, or
Okay.
I'm working the front, answering phones. And so
Mhm.
it's nice. I actually prefer it that way
hmm
because if there's some days I don't have clients, I can do
a
something
good
and still
point.
get paid.
That's a good point.
But I mean, I make tips and we get commission on products.
Mhm.
So it's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're very easy to
It's
work
not a bad
with.
place to work.
No,
Yeah.
I love
That
it.
sounds really nice. And a good like education piece too for your job and as a whole.
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
Do they have other med spas around the U.S.? Like, if you moved anywhere, or no?
No, just here.
Yeah.
Hopefully for
Yeah.
now.
How many med spas are in town?
A ton.
Yeah, I feel like there's
Are there?
a ton.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
that
So it's
strip.
marketing hard, or competition, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's really hard. There are actually some people that like go to this med spa. They'll go to a different med spa for one thing and then come to this. And I'm like,
Mhm.
Huh.
I guess there's preferences. I just feel like it'd be easier to go to one. But if we get it, I'm happy for
And if
it.
that's your life, that you can just go from med spa to med spa, like, you do you.
No, for sure. Yeah.
Good for you.
No, for sure.
But it is funny though when people, we were kind of talking about that in our like own photo video world the other day, of like when people come to you for like one little service, when there's like a whole other things that
Mhm.
they offer, but then you see them go somewhere else and you're like,
Yeah.
wait a second.
No, for sure.
Did they just not realize, or
Did I do
Do
a
they-
bad
is the
job?
math not mathing? Or I'm like, what's
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Well, I had like one of my good friends. She got her teeth whitened by someone else. I was like,
Excuse me?
I was like, I give you a discount. Why'd you go there? And then I found out like it was for marketing, so she got it for free. And I was
That's
like,
what
That's
I
what we've
tell
also
myself
found.
every
Okay.
time.
Yeah, it's
I'm
always
like,
money.
honestly, I bet this was a free trade.
yes. So
This was.
and I was like, oh, I don't need to be butthurt.
Yeah. It was just an
Mhm.
exposure trade thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is a lot of the time.
Uh-huh.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So I like the med spa. You obviously don't have to buy your supplies and everything. So like that would be another benefit of starting at a med spa
Yeah.
versus your
It's
house.
so
True.
expensive to
Is
start.
it?
Like,
Well, that's just so
'Cause-
many things.
Yeah.
So
Like,
I'm sure even your spray tan stuff, it gets pricey to
it
start.
does. Yeah.
and like waxing materials and
I think the teeth whitening was like the most
was
because
it?
Most expensive?
Yeah.
Really?
like the lights, I kind of started out with like 2 crappy chairs, but I upgraded to like these chairs that like lean back and you can like adjust it. And then like buying the product because it expires. So it's just like a lot of upkeep.
Oh, things you don't think about.
Yeah.
So what are like the next steps for you? Do you have any goals or plans in the future?
Yes, I eventually want to do my own training for spray tan and teeth whitening, but that would be like way down the road, probably like 2 or 3 years. But
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like I need to pay off some other school debt I have first, and then look into it.
A new
Yeah.
project.
Yeah, and that's just like a lot because the people that trained me, they put so much into it. Like there were binders that had answers to every question and like the science behind it. And I know like the science behind it, but I want to be able to like put it into words,
Sure.
which I'm not good at.
Yeah, if someone
Sure.
just asks you, you can just like spit it out.
Yeah, but looking at it, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I get that. It's like you want to just make sure you're fully confident before
Yes.
being a source of info for other people.
Totally.
Start
No,
saying
for
something
sure.
I get
wrong
it.
and ruin your reputation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. No, for sure.
Yeah.
No, but that's a really good idea. That's a really good idea.
Have you done any kind of like good collabs that have benefited you in town? Like truly benefited more than just,
Yeah,
couple
that's
followers
one
here and
thing is
there.
like sometimes
or
they're
have you
not
done
beneficial.
any promos, I guess, yourself that have been successful?
I worked with Be Bright Cleaners.
Okay.
Brighter Places Cleaner. I always mix up our names together. And I'm like, ooh.
Be Bright Cleaners.
Be Bright Cleaners. Brighter Places Cleaner, I think. She cleans houses and stuff.
Okay.
And one time I whitened her teeth and like we did like a code. And I think that's like the biggest thing that's worked is because she has
like
a
an
lot
influencer, like sharing
Yes,
kind of
yeah.
code, like a ambassador.
Yes.
What I feel like I found from like just like seeing local things is I feel like if you partner with people that are totally outside of your market, you get better results.
No, for sure.
Like a lot of
Because
the
it's
times,
a new market. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
like
some giveaways will have like multiple teeth whiteners in it. And I'm like, I'll join it, but that's hard.
And then
Like,
Well,
there's-
those ones I don't get. Why would you like a
Because it's
giveaway of
direct
like 30
competition.
items and like to one person and everyone shares it?
yeah.
It doesn't make
Yeah.
sense. And then at the end, everyone unfollows.
I know.
And then it's like, why?
I
What was the whole
know.
point of this?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't legit people who want your service.
No, like,
it's just free
It
people.
goes up like 20 and you're like, yes. And then the next day it's down like 10. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, dang it.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. And then
Yeah.
like throughout the next month and you're like, they're all gone.
They're all gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah. You just need to target some digital ads at like anyone who's looking at vacation rent related things.
Yes.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I've thought
do
about
that.
like going around and I don't know. I don't know how good business cards are anymore, like putting them somewhere. But like,
Honestly, I feel like anything helps. I mean,
Shoot
Yeah.
your shot
Yeah.
wherever you can.
we've gotten so many leads from weird places. Like I've left cards at the bowling alley and gotten leads.
yeah,
Like,
that
it's-
Bolero or whatever.
Bolero.
Bolero.
Yeah.
Bolero.
Well, actually, we literally, it was just a few weeks ago that we got a call.
Bolero, yeah.
And I think it was literally our OG business card.
Like I had left it over a year
Yeah,
ago.
like it
Oh,
was
well, that's
like-
good.
So
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
Paying for ads on Instagram has helped.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just don't always want to pay for it.
Sure.
For sure.
But if it works, then
But
It's got
sometimes
to be the right thing for sure.
It has to be the right thing, but you don't always have to do like the biggest budget. Because in the beginning, I would kind of promote our studio space like the other one, and I would do like $30 a week every
Yeah.
2 weeks,
mm-hmm.
and it would pay itself off. Like I would
Oh, no,
definitely
for
get the
sure.
bookings off of that.
And sometimes I travel to Utah to like do teeth whitening and spray tanning. And I feel like that's when I've gotten the most is when I'm like coming down to Utah.
Oh,
And then-
really?
Yeah. I've actually gotten a lot of people from
We
that. So.
that's actually we should talk about that because we've talked about that as well about like wanting to travel somewhere and be like, hey, we're gonna be like in San Francisco this weekend. Like, let's do photos.
Have you ever done that? Like done a location specific thing?
Yeah, she just said she did Utah and it went really well.
Duh.
yeah.
Duh.
I've done
Yes.
like Salt Lake, St. George. And obviously I have someone in my family come with me because I don't know whose
Were
house
these
I'm
like
going
were you
to.
just going there for vacation or is it for work? Like
I grew up in St. George.
okay.
So usually if I'm going down there to see like friends or family, I'll just like take my stuff with me.
That's good.
If I want to
That's
put in
very
all
nice
that
of
effort,
you.
because some days I just want a vacation.
For sure.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you guys can relate to that.
For sure.
No.
But it's like if there's a way I can pay off this vacation with one of my days,
Honestly,
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
if it's
2
something
teeth on
easy
each.
like that, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you're
Where
putting
would
and
you
you're
set
letting them
up in
sit
your
there,
just
go
your house
for it.
or your friends or?
If like I'll go to their house, but like
okay.
I always have someone like know where I am, obviously, or like have my mom wait in the car or
Yeah,
something.
don't get kidnapped
You're
in there or
air tagged.
something.
Yes, no, for sure. And most of the time it is like old friends that are like, I didn't know you did this. And I was like, yeah.
Well, great.
That's
So-
true. I bet you walk into some weird situations sometimes, like walking into people's homes.
It's a little awkward because I'm
I
like,
bet.
okay,
It's like always
open
a
your
new
mouth.
dynamic.
Let's
Yeah.
get you nice and comfy.
Yeah, or spray tanning. It's like,
Wait, so
alright,
do you
Okay,
ever
get
naked.
naked.
yeah.
So if there's like a house call or something and a mom's at home with like 5 of her kids, they just like watch you. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
got a crowd.
No, for sure. Yeah, they're just watching like,
Yeah.
hi.
Hey, guys.
No, you can't do it. Sorry. Yeah, lots of stuff like that.
Right.
That was good.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you can't do it. Yeah.
No, you
That
can't.
would be like the most annoying question
No.
the whole time.
You'd be like, stop
Please.
touching my stuff.
Can I
Yeah.
get that? Sorry, no.
That's the hardest
I
part.
need you to back up.
Is when it's someone else's child.
Because you don't want to like tell them what to do.
Yeah.
And then you like, it's like an awkward position of where, and then they're like not saying something where you're like, hello,
Well, I
say
work at-
something.
Say something.
Say something.
I work at the nursery at the Apple one day a week, just like for trade, so I can get a free membership there.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's good. I work for like 2 hours,
Cool.
2.5 hours.
Nice.
And you get a free membership monthly. That's a good deal.
Yeah,
That's
but
nice.
there's like some
Go
moms
babysit.
that bring their kids
Yeah.
in, and like their kids will be like the ones like pushing other kids, and I'm like, hey, stop, and the mom's like, I'm right here. I'm like, okay,
Really?
so I don't say
Like,
anything.
okay, well, you say it then.
You're
So-
like, well, your child's not allowed in the facility for
So-
hitting children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I,
What?
if another parent is there, unless they're gonna like hurt themselves, I just don't say anything.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. The best thing to just shut up in this town.
You can clean it up.
go for it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's hard.
Yeah. It was
I'm sure you
embarrassing.
see some wild things there.
Especially at the Apple. Especially at the Apple.
Oh my gosh.
Public gym, yeah.
It's rough. It is
Do you
rough.
get leads there?
Yeah. Mostly like
I'm sure.
coworkers.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
But
It's like people care about their fitness and the way they look. It'd be a good.
yeah.
yeah, that's a good point.
No, for sure. I don't like advertise it.
You're just like
but,
passing out
like-
your cards to the kids. Like, take this to mommy and daddy.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Well,
Take this to your mean
It's
mommy.
in their slim jacket.
that won't stop you from beating up the other kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the parent will walk in when you're like holding them, like, so they're
Yeah.
not hitting other kids, and they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, he was hitting the other kids. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Right?
It's hard. So sometimes, as
No,
long as they're
that's
not hurting
so
themselves or
uncomfortable.
someone
Yeah.
else, I'm like,
And I feel like you should know your own kid. Like, if I walked in and someone was holding Eve, I'd be like, was she hitting someone?
or it'd be like, or was she freaking
Like, I
out?
would-
You're
yeah.
like,
I'd
what's going
understand.
on?
no, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what advice would you give to any other entrepreneurs wanting to pursue their own passion or start their own career?
I would say that save first instead of just diving into it.
Yeah, it's smart.
Because
Is that what you did?
no,
No.
like I had savings, but like I used it all.
Yeah.
Sure.
And it made itself back.
Uh-huh.
But like you start setting some money aside for that, and then
Totally.
Yeah.
and it's really hard, but it's so worth it. And you make so many like friendships. Like I've met so many people through like small businesses that I just like love them now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, people you would,
It's
you would
awesome.
never met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice 'cause it's something that lasts. Like, you have your friends in like middle school, high school, college, but you kind of like grow out of them. I mean,
Yeah.
some you stay in touch with, but
No,
like
for sure.
you kind of like
It's always circumstantial. Like you see them every day. So like that's
But
why
these-
you're
Yes.
friends.
when you
Like-
can like make a good friend with someone who has a business. Like,
Yeah.
the goal is to have that business forever. Or
Yeah. No,
be
for sure.
successful for a long time.
Yeah.
So you like
Well,
want to,
That's the other thing. Don't get discouraged if it takes a long time
yeah.
build clientele
It does.
to get your name out. And like sometimes it doesn't happen for people until like a year, couple years.
Mm-hmm. Well, they always say like won't make a profit off a business in like 3 years or like 3 years.
I
at
like the
least.
phrase that people always overestimate what they can do in 1 year, but underestimate what they can do in 10.
No, for sure.
So it's just like people
Yeah.
get burnt out and they don't stick with it and they don't ever see the result. And
Yeah.
It's stepping stones.
yeah.
No, for sure. And like during aesthetic school, I kind of got lazy during it because I was just lazy. I don't know. But it kicked my butt. Like I paid for it. And I'm still trying to like get back into social media as frequently as I was. But I think that's
You learned
smart
all the
too.
technical things and then it like took you away. You like learned like all the things you didn't know.
Actually,
and
you can't take a day off.
Yeah.
So
like, okay, how do I think like a human again and sell myself? And
no, for sure.
No, it's true. It's like your brain goes into like different boxes of different things to think about
Yeah.
and prioritizing.
No,
And it can
does.
get really hard to think about a lot of things at once.
Yeah. It's like Loki, how you develop like schizophrenia. All these different
Mental illness.
mindsets. Yeah.
I'll be like doing something with friends or something like, oh, let me put this on my Instagram just so I have something on there.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's always just like, can I put this on
Yeah,
Instagram
whatever.
for that or something like that? But it's a lot.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. Progress.
Yeah.
Where
Baby
can
steps.
people book you, look you up?
So on my Instagram, Be Bright Beauty LLC _
Okay.
I have a link and it takes you like to products or to booking.
Great.
And sometimes I don't have dates up because I don't know what the next month is going to look like.
Sure.
But you can always DM me.
Okay.
And I can get you in pretty soon.
Okay.
Cool.
Is that the best way to go through? Because I know you mentioned the spa too.
Oh, for the spa? Calling?
Just go on, just normal book through them.
Yeah.
Normal process.
No, for
Okay.
sure.
Ask for Aubrey.
Yes. Ask for me, please. I know what I'm doing. I promise.
She's done it before.
I have.
That's so funny.
Okay, well, thank you so much for being here. If you made it this far, like, subscribe, share. We are back. I
Officially
promise
back.
we'll be recording more podcasts.
Weekly podcast every Monday.
Yes,
Yep.
yes. We were playing with the idea of doing like another kind of mini episode of talking about like business topics. Not necessarily like a business owner, but being like, let's
Yeah.
talk about
Like just diving deeper into a specific topic.
like
could be
social
social
media,
media. Yeah.
or like,
managing people.
managing people.
Yeah, that
just
sounds
communication, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Leadership, stuff like that. So TBD.
But
we
fun.
always have a million things on our plate. Yeah, hopefully
No break.
entertaining. That's the point. We wanted to be entertaining. We actually filmed one of them already that you're not going to hear, and we thought it was
It was
not
only
up to par.
semi-entertaining.
It was
so we're gonna make it
semi-entertaining.
more entertaining, and then we'll.
We're workshopping this idea a little bit, so TBD. But thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for listening. If you
Okay.
still are.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Bye.